Guys, did you see this trailer for Creed? It's a spin-off of Rocky with like Apollo Creed's son. It's stupid. It's never gonna work. I'm the martial arts film freak. Have you seen Creed?
You're not built for this. These boys come in here, they gotta fight for life. People die in the ring. Your daddy died in the ring. I don't know him. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Creed was directed by Ryan Coogler and stars Michael Jai White, Sylvester Stallone, and Tessa Thompson. This film focuses on Adonis Johnson, or Creed as you may know him. His father was Apollo Creed, the arch rival and future trainer of Rocky Balboa. The film is about Adonis's journey to separate himself from his father. He wants to be a boxer, he knows in his heart that he's a fighter, but he does not want the stigma that is his family name. That is difficult when the world finds out who he is, and then he is just constantly compared to his father, and he's doing whatever he can to prove that he is there to build his own legacy, and he needs a trainer. And his trainer is Rocky Balboa. So this movie probably sounds completely ridiculous. If you probably hear the plot and you're like, you're just doing a spin-off and doing a Rocky movie, but it's going to be pointless because Rocky Balboa is the trainer now. Ooh, no, this movie's actually extremely dramatic, and at some point you're going to cry. Because just like any other movie, just like any other Rocky movie, this one's not just about boxing. Or at least it's like the first two Rocky movies, because 3, 4, and 5 were, about boxing. No, this movie's honestly, to me, I think about relationships. Because throughout the film, his relationships is what moves him along the story. His relationship with his mother, his relationship with the woman in his building who he ends up falling in love with, that's Tessa Thompson. And then his relationship with Uncle Rocky. He calls him Unc. It's pretty sweet. Because every major character in this movie has some sort of goal, something they need to get to. For Creed, it's becoming an accomplished boxer and dodging his family name, also sort of accepting who he is. With Tessa Thompson's character, she wants to be a musician, and she's good. And for Rocky, you watch the movie yourself and figure it out. He's going through some internal troubles. It's stuff that he needs to deal with himself. But because of his relationship with Creed, they end up battling everything together. They help each other out to accomplish certain goals. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. Like I said, at some point, you are going to cry. This movie may as well have been called Chemistry. Not because of science, but because everyone on screen has incredible chemistry. Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson, them as a couple, is completely believable. You want them to be together in real life. Every struggle they go through, you feel it. Every time something great happens with them, you're like, yes, please, you two, please be happy. I would like you two to be happy, please. And then Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone. Like I said, their characters both have their struggles, internal and external, that they have to deal with, and they decide to face them together. And Sylvester Stallone specifically at some points has monologues and stuff in his story that just the situation, especially if you are a huge Rocky fan, you're going to cry. Even if you're not a huge Rocky fan, you'll probably drop a tear or two. They battle it together, and their chemistry, it's amazing. They look like family. They look like people who just found out, like, oh, we have this relative. Let's deal with this together, figure out who we are, get to know each other. And it's freaking gorgeous. Sylvester Stallone was nominated for this movie for Best Supporting Actor back in 2015, and he completely deserved it. He is playing a character who is at this point in his life who I'm sure Sylvester Stallone never thought he would see Rocky at. Sylvester Stallone practically created Rocky. It's sort of based on somebody in a way. And at the beginning of the Rocky series, he doesn't have the best job, he doesn't have the best house, but he's living life the best he can, and his one rule is pretty much, just do unto others, He doesn't treat people like crap, he's a really simple guy, and at this point in his life, he still is. He's come full circle. He doesn't have the money he used to. He runs a restaurant. Everyone he loves is gone. Paulie's gone, Adrian is gone, and he is just sort of done with life, He's not giving up, he's just accepting, like, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, it's completely okay. He is a broken man, he is withered, but he is still strong. And it, like I said, it's something that Sylvester Stallone probably never thought he would see Rocky come to, and he completely took to it and gave it his all, and completely deserved the nomination that he got. But the movie is about Michael B. Jordan. He is Creed. He is Adonis Johnson, Adonis Creed, whatever you want to call him. He is incredible in this movie. You know, he should have been nominated. A lot of people in this movie really should have. Unfortunately, this was the year of the Oscar so white situation, and pretty much there was, I don't know, 0 black nominees that year. That's why it was the Oscar so whites. He does incredible. He does incredible from every aspect. He does incredible with his relationships. He does incredible with like the internal struggles that he has of dealing with who his family is, dealing with his past, and everything. He's just completely believable 100% through the movie. Even just as a boxer, you watch him, and one, he got sculpted as crap for this movie, and he looks incredible. But he just pulls everything off flawlessly. There's no complaint with him whatsoever. This movie was directed by Ryan Coogler, and before I really talk about him, I want to talk about how directors really are these days. I think that the day of the movie star isn't dead, but it is really fading into obscurity. Tom Cruise doesn't sell movies anymore. The Mummy, no one frickin' saw The Mummy, also because it was garbage. You know, it's rare that people are really going to see a movie for somebody. Chris Hemsworth has done a couple movies that no one's seen, and it's not because the movie's bad. The movies are pretty good. It's just because, you know, people are drawn to movie stars now. A lot of people, at least like more than even just the diehard film fans, are drawn to directors. These days, when you're watching a trailer, you really wait to see who's directing it. When you hear the Coen brothers, Paul Thomas Anderson, Denis Villeneuve, Rian Johnson, Patty Jenkins, Alejandro Iñárritu, Christopher Nolan, Edgar Wright, a bunch of others. You know, even for me, just as a martial arts fan, if I see certain directors like Gareth Evans, who directed the Raid movies, if I see he's directing something, I'm completely on board. We are living in an age where directors are really selling movies just as much, if not more, than movie stars. Ryan Coogler is one of those directors. I am completely pumped for Black Panther. I cannot wait to see it. I'm probably going to review it on this channel if I think there's enough martial arts in it. Judging on how he is in Civil War, look at that stance right there. That's a full-on Bruce Lee stance. I think there's going to be a lot of martial arts in it, and I'm probably going to review it. I'm excited for it, not just because Michael B. Jordan's the bad guy, not just because we got 2 freaking hobbits in there, not just because of Chadwick Boseman, Denai Guerrero, Lupita Nyong'o. Her. I'm very excited because Ryan Coogler is directing it. I've seen him direct 2 movies so far. The other one was Fruitvale Station, which also had Michael B. Jordan in it. It's a powerful, amazing film. Everyone should watch it. He's directed Fruitvale Station and Creed, at least that I've seen, and they're both 100% completely amazing. No freaking fault in them whatsoever. He's an incredible director, and the fact that he is directing Black Panther is super freaking exciting. I'm not just seeing it because the actors, I'm not just seeing it because it's Black Panther and I'm a comic book nerd. Ryan Coogler directing it is exciting as hell. So let's talk about Ryan Coogler. He directed this film completely amazing, pretty perfectly. He also had something to do with the writing in this movie. He wrote a lot of it. I'm talking very fast. The directing in this is incredible. Every scene is framed beautifully. The boxing scenes are incredible. There's a few specific boxing scenes in this that really can grab you. There's one where he's going to this gym in California. He wants somebody to train him. Everyone's saying no because his daddy died in the ring, stuff like that. He gets in the ring, challenges everybody, pulls out his car keys to some expensive car. I don't know cars. I don't know what it was. And he just says, first one to knock me out gets my car. He knocks out 1 or 2 guys, and then like the 5th ranked boxer in the world comes up and knocks him out. And what this shot looks so cool to me because when he gets knocked out, the camera follows him to the ground. Not in slow-mo like I feel like a lot of movies have done. The camera just really fast follows him to the ground. Super quick. And yeah, I mean, you know, when you do martial arts and you've been hit, because when you get hit that freaking hard, you do just drop. Maybe if you're lucky, you get it in slow-mo, but usually you hit, boom, you're down. Camera just follows his head all the way to the ground really fast. And for some reason, to me, that's super interesting. Other shots in one of the boxing scenes, not the final fight, it just does this one take for a few minutes that just follows the match to the corner, between the rounds and everything. It just looks incredible, especially any one take fight scene looks incredible. That boxing scene is freaking gorgeous. That's the word for the day. And then just the final boxing match. The final boxing match is just shot really, really well. And that's something I think the last two Rocky movies, Rocky Balboa and Creed, I think that they're just shot way better than all of the original Rocky movies. I recently watched the first Rocky movie, and that fight scene with Apollo Creed doesn't hold up. I'll straight up say it doesn't hold up. It's still a fantastic movie. It's a great movie. It really is. A little bit creepy because at one point he kind of forces himself on Adrian, and that's not nice. But yeah, the boxing scenes, they're not connecting whatsoever. And I know, you can't always connect in movies. A lot of martial arts movies don't even connect. But they're shot to make it look like they are. I don't think the first Rocky movie was shot to make it look like they're connecting. It's not shot very well. It does not hold up. Still a great movie, but I will say that Rocky Balboa and Creed are shot way better. Creed is shot better than Rocky Balboa. It's shot amazing awesomeness. Watch it. The fight scenes are great. Shot way better than any other Rocky movie. So in the end, looking at everything like I always do, action, characters, motivation, story, acting, it's all freaking incredible, nearly perfect. I'm just going to go ahead, screw it, give it 5 out of 5 dead pollies. Was that sad? 5 out of 5 dead pollies. Let's take something happy and make it sad. If you are wondering why I'm talking about Creed, it is for multiple reasons. Boxing movies count. Boxing is 100% a martial art. It counts as martial arts movies. 2, it's February. I was supposed to get this video up last week. I did not. I tried. I could not. But it's February. And since it's Black History Month, I decided I'm just going to do videos with all black martial artists, or at least mainly black martial artists. Expect a lot of Michael Jai White. I'm going to try to fit in some Jim Kelly. I'm thinking about doing the Blade movies before Black Panther comes out. Not just because comic book movies, but because it was Wesley Snipes in those movies were, for the most part, a lot of martial arts. Second one even has Donnie Yen in it, and he's wasted. Not like drunk, but like they don't use him properly. So that's it. That's why I'm doing this movie, because boxing counts as martial arts, and it's Black History Month. So let's talk about some martial arts movies throughout the month that feature black martial artists. Like I said, a lot of Michael Jai White. I don't really got nothing else to say. What do you guys think of Creed? Have you seen Creed? What's your favorite Rocky movie? Creed might be my favorite. Rocky 2 maybe, or about Rocky Balboa. Guys, they're all just great. Do you like them for their dramatic and the boxing tenseness and it's great? Or do you like it for the campy, just not that good stuff in Rocky 4? What's your favorite thing about the Rocky series? What's your favorite Rocky movie? Do you like Creed? Have you seen Creed? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, like, share. Tell your friends, people. Follow me on some social medias. And thank you for watching.